everyone, and welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. So my people, we are still talking about Fulani Herdsmen attacks in Nigeria and the killings and what Donald Trump is about to do in Nigeria. So in this particular video, let's just listen to Mr. Joseph Okechukwu and hear everything that he said concerning Fulani Herdsmen, Igbo, as well as what US President Donald Trump is about to do in Nigeria. Just take a listen. I'm going to be right back.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. So let's talk about Fulani Herdsmen. So as many of you already know, there's been an incredible resurgence of their attacks against Christians. We've lived with this for as long as I can remember. These so-called marauding herders from out of Nigeria, from foreign lands, have been holding a lot of sway in the country. They have so much freedom. They are at liberty. They do whatever they want. They kill whoever they want to kill, especially Christians, and they get away with it. Nobody does anything. And right now, they are at it again. I don't know why. It seems pretty well coordinated to me. It looks almost like someone just made an announcement and said, guys, let's go. And now boom, 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 boom from almost every part of the country, especially the predominantly Christian areas in eastern Nigeria, in north central part of Nigeria, and pockets of locations in far north. Yeah, this is happening left, right, and center. And the question we ask is, why is it that this thing never seems to go away? Why is it that Nigeria is the nation that helped to restore peace and democracy in many African countries that were troubled in the past, but Nigeria cannot seem to get this madness out of the way? Nigeria cannot seem to stop this carnage, broad daylight carnage that we witness on daily basis. These extremist elements who claim to be Fulani herdsmen come into Nigeria, and I'm pretty sure most of them come into Nigeria not carrying cows. Pretty sure that the collaborators in Nigeria give them those cows so that they will be able to penetrate our villages and many locations in these predominantly Christian regions so that they can mark territories and then unleash mayhem on the people. I believe this with all my heart. So these people will then come and take over large areas, dispossess many people of their ancestral homelands and their farms, and they get away with it. In Benue, I've made videos about how that in Benue State literally lost almost 85 to 90% of the local governments that they had to herdsmen who have now taken over those villages and local governments and renamed them and introduced the satanic caliphate in those places. Thank God they haven't been able to introduce any such in eastern Nigeria, but they have also dispossessed some people of their portions of lands and farms in eastern Nigeria. Of course, we're never going to be able to allow them to introduce or establish any nonsensical caliphate over there and rename it in eastern Nigeria. Not in a thousand lifetimes. No, it's not going to happen. But they are unleashing mayhem on our people in eastern Nigeria. They're raping women and children and sticking evil things into their private parts. They are ripping pregnant women open. They are doing all kinds of stuff. There's this other woman in Nsukka that lost her only child, is a widow. And they killed this boy. They literally are bloodthirsty. They just love to kill people. They love to harvest organs. They're just not human beings. These are literal animals. And you wonder, why is it that the government of the day is not able to do anything? Under President Muhammad Buhari, everybody said, oh, because he's a Fulani man. That's why they're having a field day. Nobody's doing anything. Is Tinubu a Fulani man? Yes, he's a Muslim, but he's married to a Christian. A Christian. a member of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, his wife. Yes. So he's not a Fulani man. He's from southern Nigeria. How come the thing that was happening under Buhari is happening under Tinubu and nothing has been done about it? Very soon we're going to have 2027 where everybody's going to go to elections. President Tinubu is closer. He's in the south. He knows the pains of the southerners when it comes to these Fulani Herdsmen attacks. How come nothing is being done? Because the people who held Buhari's government down are also breathing it down on his own government. He can do too much. We told you guys that this thing is not just about tribal or religious thing. This is the globalists trying to destroy and incapacitate our people and make sure that they take away from us the power to feed ourselves. They are introducing food terrorism to us so they can introduce their GMO and have control over what we eat. Dr. Njemanze, at a great risk to his life, gave us the whole gist. The organ harvesting business involved in all of this. The destruction of farms involved in this so that you don't have the farmers. Why is it that Benue is called the food basket of the nation? And Benue is the hardest hit in all of this Fulani herders attack. So that nobody can rely on food produced internally. Organic food, nobody will rely on it anymore. We will now rely on the GMOs that Bill and his people are introducing to our place. And for every single GMO seed you plant, you don't have control over it. Someone else controls it. They decide how much of it you plant. If they decide to re-engineer it to mess up your whole crop for the season, they can do it. The patent is not owned by you, it's owned by them. Organic seeds don't have any patent, but GMOs have patents. This is what is happening. After Benue as the food basket of the nation, the next food basket of the nation is Ebonyi State. These are the places where you have the highest attacks by Fulani herdsmen coming. There's a video that is trending right now. That video, they took their cows into a cassava farm. And you would think that the cows are just there going to eat the cassava and go away. The Fulani herders themselves began to uproot the cassava. So the cows are eating the cassava leaves and destroying the farm. They are also physically uprooting the cassava. So it's a planned something. The guys are on contract to destroy the agricultural capacity of our people. Our ability to farm and feed ourselves so we can rely and depend on them to feed. And whatever they decide to engineer into the nonsense GMOs they are giving to us, we will not be able to say no to it. This is what is happening. That's why they are attacking farms and farmers all over the places. Check out all the places where the attacks are taking place. These are farming areas. Nsoka farming area. Elzowane farming. These are farming communities that they are attacking all over the nation, from Plateau to Benue to different parts of central, north central to eastern Nigeria, places where we have a lot of farms and farmers. Our farmers don't go to the farms anymore. They don't. These same guys are still the ones funding and sponsoring this. Thank God that President Trump has destroyed US aid. Because I can bet you that most of the monies that made these guys to enter into African countries to destroy these things is coming from that same place. Nigeria was placed on special watch list under President Trump's first term in office. We presented evidence, sent human beings who were involved, who were victims, and they went to the White House and told the truth over the political correctness and political lies that the President Buhari administration was lying to the White House then. And the government said, no, this cannot continue. They placed Nigeria on special watch list. What is special watch list? The U.S. State Department has special watch list, which means they pay special attention to nations that have history and pattern of constant violation of religious freedoms of people. And Nigeria was one of them. And once they do that, they will beam special searchlight on that nation, and military pressure will come, economic pressure will come, all kinds of sanctions will come to make that nation cave and stop doing that. But guess what happened when they placed Nigeria there? Biden came to power. Just less than 1 year in office, Biden removed Nigeria from that special watch list and made it look like Nigeria does not have any problem of persecution of Christians. Meanwhile, Nigeria is the worst place on earth to be a Christian. Biden removed Nigeria. They did. But thank God that today, President Trump is back in the White House. He is back in the White House. And as you can see, videos are already beginning to surface with evidence on how this persecution is taking place in predominantly Christian areas. Biden made it look like there was no religious persecution problem in Nigeria. This is why today, if you look up religious persecution and say Siri should ask Siri if religious persecution in Nigeria is true, or even the Grok that we use in X, ask it to tell you about religious persecution, you will see Grok telling you that it has not been substantiated. Because now the natural general narrative is that it's just a noise making. And this was what the Buhari administration was telling the White House. Then, when we now said it's a lie and presented people, all the victims came with raw evidence, hardcore evidence. And the President of America and the US administration then said, no. How can you contradict this? It's not true. You are the one telling us lies. And they placed Nigeria on special watch list. But you see, because of what Biden has done, Grok and all the whole mainstream media sources today are saying that religious persecution in Nigeria is unsubstantiated. And there are people in Nigeria who are fighting for Biden, who are diehard Bidenians and Democrats, who are asking us, why are you even supporting that man called Trump? What do you even see in that man? Trump placed Nigeria on special watch list and signed an executive order following it. That executive order, you can look it up right now as you're watching this video. Executive order on religious persecution or religious liberty. Check it, it's there. Biden undid all of that and gave them free hand to continue to flood communities in Nigeria and other African countries and overrun them and impose their satanic extremist ideologies in those regions after killing, massacring, decapitating, amputating, all kinds of rubbish. Go and see the way they kill people. They cut them into pieces like meat you sell in the market. This is what they're doing. They rape out every single woman they come across. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter whether you're pregnant, you're old, or what. They rape and they kill. And this is going on. And everybody acts like, oh. That's why I'm telling my people, we have gone past the stage where you get unnecessarily emotional online. Go and start looking for hard evidence. There are some of you that may have to be flown to the White House again to go and drop that hard evidence and show to the people so that nobody buys this whole politically correct narrative that the government is always giving. Under Buhari, they were always telling them, no, there's nothing. It's just mere clashes between herders and farmers. Where are the local government that have gone in Benue State? They are crying out today. They take it, they possess it, and they rename it. And the people who own the land and never begged for food before are now in IDP camps begging for food. And you are trying to be politically correct. What are you being politically correct for? We need evidence now. Stop being unnecessarily emotional. Go gather all the evidence. This is why Donald Trump looked at Buhari in the face. It was Buhari himself who even confessed it. Trump looked him in the face after all the evidence were gathered then. He looked him in the face and said, why are you killing Christians in Nigeria? He told him. before Nigeria was placed on special watch list. And then the executive order, boom, was followed it immediately. To the point that they were ready for military action against the terrorists. And then we had some calm. They have resumed again. Because Biden came and removed it now. You're Biden. That's why today, by the grace of God, if you can put your evidence together, nobody plays on emotion at the highest level. They are not going to be listening. Hey, they are killing us. They are killing. No, nobody wants. They bring the evidence. Data, put it together. Forget about how to get to where you present it. The road is open. The means is there. Enough of all this. And the local communities have to take this their destiny into their hands. Nobody is going to stop you when you destroy the person who has come to destroy you. Don't wait. Who are they? We had our land before they came. We have been there before them. They will never be able to know our land better than us if we are not stupid. They can never conquer us. They can never defeat us. It's just that we make too much noise. Every time we want to do something, we are making noise. You will talk from morning till night. No, do your things quietly. Quietly remove the threat that has come to your doorstep. Remove it quietly. They will make noise all over the place. That's one thing we need to learn from the Yoruba people. We make too much noise in the East. Quietly. There's so much support everywhere. I'm your brother. I'm telling you, there's so much support. God has risen for Eastern Nigeria. So many things are happening. Last year, I made a video and I told everybody who was listening to me. I said that from January of 2025, great things will begin to happen in Eastern Nigeria. Are you not seeing it? Look at Soludo, who was like, he didn't even know what he was. In fact, nobody knew what that man was doing in power. For me, everybody was asking, what is this guy doing there? All of a sudden, he just realized that this useless Okite thing that they were doing in Anambra State, that they needed to get all those guys out of the way. That these guys didn't have the solution. These guys were frauds in themselves. Anambra had become a very gigantic shrine, a whole Anambra State where you have the largest concentration of billionaires in the whole country. You are now seeing stupid people all over the place. And they are doing Okite, one stupid Okite after another. People are just there doing rubbish. And you claim to be governor. Only just recently, he started arresting them. Something he should have done from the first month that he was sworn in as a governor. Arresting them. They are deceiving children all over the place, destroying the destinies of so many people. According to the governor himself, which I can vouch for, many of our people are abroad that they have given Okite to go and carry drugs and do all the rubbish. They are in jails languishing because the Okite is a stupid thing that will never work for you. This was why we were chased away from the promised land. You don't know who you are as an Igbo man or woman. You are blessed. You are the Jew and the Hebrew that the Bible is talking about. It's our disobedience and running away from the truth that has brought us where we are. You tell me that if worshiping idol is the real thing, that Christianity is a foreign religion. Who told you? Who told you? I come from a family where they worshipped idol. Go and see what is happening to all the people who have not repented in that family. You are a liar. Idol worship has nothing to do with who we are as Igbo people. We are traditionally and ancestrally betrothed to God. We belong to heaven. We are the roots of David. If there's any place there should be Christian revolution or religious revolution today in Africa, it should be in Igbo land. This thing we're seeing in Yoruba land should be happening in Igbo land. Churches, proper good churches, not all the charlatans who are deceiving people who are also part of the Okite, claiming to be churches. Real God worship should be happening there because we are by nature God's children. That's why all our names have like Chukwu or God in it. All our names, God, 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 God everywhere. So Soludo just woke up to deal with that nonsense and destroy that lie that they were using to deceive our people. The thing that we are known for, hard work. Go and work, go and serve and be served. You know, Igbo apprenticeship program, we dumped all of it and started looking for quick money. Igbos were never known for this madness. But Satan just came, introduced it, and everybody took on it. And the governor had power to stop it. He didn't stop it. But he just woke up. I told you. And not only that, Abia has just been given the license to start a refinery. And not only that, I can't remember how many trillion cubic meters of gas that is in Imo State. All of them are receiving attention right now. God has arisen for us. We must also arise and do what we're supposed to do. I will leave it here now.
So my people, that is it. I hope you guys heard what Mr. Joseph Okechukwu said in this particular video. Honestly, like it is as if they just said 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, let's go. You know, all over the place, Fulani Herdsmen attacks, both in Yoruba land, Igbo land, Edo, all over the place. And Tinubu came out the other day, and he was saying that killings and attacks from the Fulani Herdsmen, bandits, and Boko Haram is not just for the Christians, it's for everybody, both the Muslims, you know, Christians, and everyone in Nigeria. Look at what the president is saying. You know that there's insecurity. Then what are you doing about it? Like the power that holds Nigeria is very, very strong. And this is the reason why, you know, they select who will be Nigeria president. They will just select somebody that has like baggages, so that that person will not have courage to speak out or to do something that will favor his people, because they hold a lot of things against that person. If you say him, then they'll start bringing your past, you know, up. And this is exactly what is happening in Nigeria right now. So thank God for Donald Trump. Like, can you imagine what Biden did to Nigeria? How can he remove Nigeria from watch list? So Tinubu admitted that yes, there is insecurity. What Nigeria is supposed to be asking right now is, why are they quiet? And why are they protecting these people? Even when Nigerians rise up to defend themselves, you will see that they're going to sentence them to death. So my people, I just love everything Mr. Joseph Okechukwu said in this particular video. We need to keep creating awareness for the world to see what is happening in Nigeria, and also gather our evidence. Just as he said now, that we don't need to rely on emotion. We need to bring like evidence. So my people, I don't know what you think about everything that he said here. I would love you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section as always. Subscribe if today is your first time here, and also share the video. Give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend it for other people to watch. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Herdsmen Att TV.